Alors, un bonjour, bonjour. J'espère que vous allez bien. Moi, je suis tombée malade. Et comme j'ai dit hier, je crois, non, avant-hier, j'ai fait ma course. Je suis morte physiquement, mais j'ai attrapé la crève, je pense, en même temps. Je m'étais pas bien couverte. J'ai remarqué que le stream d'avant, il y avait quoi? Ah oui, le son n'était pas ouf. Donc, je sais pas si on m'entend bien. Donc là, je vais essayer de m'écouter. Normalement, oui. Mais avec le jeu, c'est différent. On va lancer le jeu. Alors, on va reprendre où on était. Là, on est avec qui? Avec le prêtre? Comment il s'appelle? Philippe! Voilà, il s'appelle Philippe. Je sais pas pourquoi, je crois qu'il y a une scène cinématographique. Hop, de ça, mais je sais plus c'est dans quoi. Normalement, on m'entend bien. C'est à voir. Fait continuer. Non, toujours chapitre 20. Livre 1, on va dire, pour les 1. J'ai baissé dans les options le volume du truc, le volume en général en fait. Voilà, donc je pense que c'est bon. On m'entend, c'est bon, c'est bon. Ah oui, il faut que je mette sur mon portable pour le chat. Si jamais il y a des gens qui sont là. Alors, comment on fait ça? Donc je vais me racler souvent la gorge, je pense. J'en suis désolée d'avance. Moi, j'arrive pas à aller dessus. Ah, c'est bon, je crois. Voilà, on va continuer notre petite série là. Je suis bien posée, là c'est bon, j'ai mon eau, faut que je récupère l'eau que j'ai pas que j'ai utilisée aujourd'hui. Mais bon, on va continuer. Alors je sais plus. Ah oui, on a été voir le roi. On a demandé de l'argent pour l'église que Jack a, a brûlé, notre petit Jack. Et bah, on a demandé de l'argent pour reconstruire justement l'église. Mais le roi, genre, je crois qu'il s'en fout. Il s'en fout un peu, du moins il préfère prioriser le compte Ams, je sais plus comment on appelle Ams Flag, je sais pas quoi, Stein, je sais plus. Bref, le mec il n'a pas l'air super ouf. Bref, on va continuer. Attends, je sais plus c'est quoi, c'est bon. Ah oui, un château majestueux, dit d'un roi. D'après Francis, les châteaux sont comme des bateaux de guerre. Les bateaux pour le moment, le déluge du conflit après s'abat sur nous.
Tomorrow, the king will announce his decision. Until then, they won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep.
Je vais voir si on entend bien la voix. Ouais, normalement oui. Ouais, c'est bon, on entend bien. Ok. Paramètres, ils sont tous mis. Ça devrait aller. Alors, je peux voir qui.
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
You think Stephen will make Percy Hamley Earl of Shiring?
Il pense que ses fans n'aimeraient Percy comme tout de Shining. Ok. Il n'arrête pas de parler. Francis dit que qu'à la cour, les mots sont des armes. Si seulement Francis était là. C'est sûr, c'est pas un prêtre comme moi qui ne me regarde quasiment jamais. Peut-être se sent-il aussi perdu que moi ici. La cour respecte la puissance par la foi. Numéro... Ok.
Ah, Philip, what is it?
On va parler au sujet de la confession de Bartholomew.
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Donc ils vont tuer le roi, pas le roi, mais l'ancien comte de Chiron, donc le père de la princesse entre guillemets qu'on avait vu.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
Bah il est oublié, monsieur. Il n'y a plus personne à faire ici. On va avancer vers la gauche. Ah oui, c'est vrai que...
And what you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to faithful men who will be able to teach others also.
On a toujours les versets de la Bible en même temps.
I wonder how much of a Christian Stephen really is.
C'est pas parce qu'ils sont frères laits que lui il l'est. Hein.
These men live rich lives. I hope they at least give alms.
Faire de l'aumône. Autre noble. Étaient-ils loyaux envers l'ancien roi? Sont-ils loyaux envers le nouveau roi? Ont-ils vraiment le choix? C'est ça la question. Faut faire
Would
avec
they
le
even
nouveau
care
peuple.
if they knew how and why Francis and I saved their king?
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
They don't believe Waleran's plan will be successful.
Ok, Valéran c'est lui. L'évêque Valéran, ouais. Et l'évêque Henri. En vrai je crois que c'est lui et Valéran c'est lui, je suis pas sûre. Ou alors c'est le contraire. Oh, puis on verra. Tellement de couleurs différentes. Ils viennent de toute l'Angleterre et, et de Normandie sûrement. Ah oui.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
En fait, il a gagné la guerre, mais... Oh, attends. Si, mais après, en fait, ils sont pas encore... Si, il a gagné la guerre, mais... La bataille plutôt, et pas encore la guerre. Il a gagné une petite bataille. Mais ça a mis tellement à mal à les gens. Oui, je crois qu'il faut parler. Tu veux rien dire?
They seem as if they look forward to a fight. I will pray for them. Would they even care if they knew how and why Francis and I saved their king?
Winchester est un endroit étrange. Il y a tant de gens. J'espère que je trouverai mon chemin jusqu'à l'hôtellerie.
In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
Oh là là. Ah,
How could you let her get away?
Elle a laissé filer la meuf.
That little bitch.
I will find her mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, mother.
Attends, ils ont... Après, c'est vrai que ça peut peser le peuple. De se marier avec la meuf de l'ancien comte qui va bientôt mourir. Mais qui, elle, ne peut pas se marier avec lui. Ce qu'il comprend. Là. Alors, voilà.
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool.
Yeah.
Is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory.
Oh, je vais être mieux, je suis pas envie de...
You'd better call me father.
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you, monk?
Monk.
Why would Waleran bring me then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waleran would have sent you forward. I know you don't trust me, but your bishops
Do you
are
have a
no
way to
different from me.
Prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right, I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool after all. But do not let the bishops see you.
Ok.
William,
What?
ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Effectivement, c'est elle qui tire les ficelles. Pareil, aucun mot. Faut aller où?
William Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his war horse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him.
Super le compagnon de voyage.
On one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
Bah moi je pensais pas qu'il allait partir tout de suite, mais bon, oui. Je voulais voir les autres choses avant. Si on peut pas aller autre part.
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley.
Une fille blonde.
William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned
J'ai
and
envie de
grinned when
buter.
he saw me
Vas-y,
approaching.
continue. De toute façon, c'était une merde jusqu'au bout. Hein. Bâtard. Je dirais à milieu de monter.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way.
Oh bah oui.
They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and
De
William
mépris.
stared at me full of spite.
C'est moi qui devrais te regarder avec un regard de mépris. T'as vu comment tu me portes?
I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time.
Moi, t'as bien fait de dire que t'avais pitié de lui. Hein. Ok. J'allais pas laisser la
William
pause,
talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded
veut me
man
montrer
on
quoi?
a horse.
Aleron m'a trahi. Mais par rapport à quoi?
William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Gardez votre distance. Vous rapprochez pour en savoir plus.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail.
Aliena, c'est qui encore? Je me souviens plus. Aliena. J'ai déjà entendu en plus ce nom.
Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
Vers chez toi? Non, palais de l'évêque. Ok.
Just a moment.
Oui, bah,
What?
j'ai vu.
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea.
Aucune idée.
Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am,
Wow.
and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Ouais.
Where are you going?
In there,
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Pourquoi Regan Hamlet nous a-t-elle envoyé ici? Quel est le secret de Byron? C'est vrai que il était un peu suspicieux quand il m'a dit oh, vous n'avez pas trouvé autre chose. Donc, alors déjà on connaît. Il semble sauvage et nerveux et saigne à l'endroit où William l'a harponné. Pourquoi William a-t-il traité cet homme de voleur de chevaux? Pauvre chevaux. Cheval plutôt.
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Oh, moi je fous dedans. Yes, ça doit être provenant de saccage William. Alors, la lettre datait de janvier 1136, donc c'était il y a pas longtemps. William, vos inquiétudes sont parfaitement compréhensibles. Tuer est un péché et l'enfer attend tous les pécheurs. Mais comment tuer pourrait-il être un péché lorsqu'une vie est enlevée afin de protéger Dieu et notre Église? Dans le cadre d'une si sainte bataille, vous devenez le glaive de Dieu, tout comme tous les braves et vaillants chevaliers qui se joignent à nos croisades en terre sacrée. Leur foi et leurs armures, leurs péchés sont pardonnés. Vous êtes le glaive de Dieu, et en tant qu'évêque, je suis la main de Dieu. Tant que la main guidera l'épée, vos péchés seront pardonnés. Évêque Valéran nous autres. Ah, justement, ce n'est pas grave. J'allais dire justement, ils ont pas le droit de vie ou de mort sur les personnes, je comprends pas.
What are we doing here? What am I asking you for? You just did what you were told.
Je vais voir la porte. Que j'imagine si je toque là-bas, il va me dire ce sera fini. Simple portail en bois. Tous les arbres des environs ont été coupés. À qui a pu servir tout ce bois? Okay. Alors après j'ai pas regardé. Il y a quelque chose au loin. Le brouillard est trop épais. On dirait une construction. Mais une construction de quoi?
What is that?
Il a aussi fait un... Comment ça s'appelle? Une cathédrale? Valéran a lancé son propre prochain construction. Pourquoi construit-il là-bas? Ouais.
Is this why Regan Hamley thinks that Waleran wants the lands of Shiring for himself? He is the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there?
Cathédrale, église.
What in the
Je
name?
sais pas. Château. Chemin. Je préfère partir, mais maintenant que je suis là, autant jeter un coup d'œil. Je découvre pourquoi nous sommes venus ici. Bah, allons-y. Hein. On peut pas aller plus loin? on va lui parler. Hein. Ah oui, c'est vrai que je peux faire ça.
The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?
De toi-même.
The Lord is the stronghold of my...
Ah, quelqu'un à la porte. Le serviteur, il m'a déjà vu. Il semble désespéré. Oh non, William a encore fait des siennes.
What is being built out there will be even larger than this palace.
Ah bon?
You, please. You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
Il a fait quoi? Il a foutu le boucheron quoi? Il a fait quoi?
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Quoi?
Oh, God.
Oh mon Dieu. Effectivement.
Ah, the monk.
Il est des deux côtés. Oh. Peu importe qui quoi.
Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
He didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well,
you are a sinner.
So what? Everyone is. The bishop told me. But my sins are forgiven.
What?
Why would you think that?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Et?
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop. But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle?
J'ai encore qui me fait pitié.
I pity you.
Again? You dare to
Yes.
say that again?
Yes.
You pity me. I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one!
Personne.
I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
Et le consentement,
And
tu
what
comprends
would
pas,
that have
tu connais pas?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Oh, bah non. Justement, monsieur l'agresseur. Dieu lui-même ne pourrait pardonner ses péchés. On va dire ça.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
L'évêque, c'est pas le Dieu. Du moins.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Wouah, j'ai envie de prendre le couteau le dessus maintenant, comme ça il ne fait plus chier. Oh, vraiment, c'est une mauvaise personne. Hein. Il réchauffe la pièce et un simple feu de cheminée. Tasse renversée, pourquoi William agit-il ainsi? Nous n'aurions pas dû venir. Oui, William devrait partir, il a laissé une véritable porcherie derrière lui. Comment arranger ça? Comment arranger ça? Si jamais l'évêque voit ça, je dois arranger ça. Des pêcheurs entourés de serpents, surmontés par l'accusateur. Ok. Que se passe-t-il dans sa tête? Pourquoi faut-il qu'il blesse ceux qui sont plus faibles que lui? N'y a-t-il pas d'espoir pour les faibles? Enfin, plutôt pour lui. Que se passe-t-il dans sa tête? Il est fébrile. Qu'est-ce que William lui a fait? Nous n'aurions pas dû venir. Oh, le pauvre. Je dois m'occuper de... Ok.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. Oh, William a porté le couteau dans la table, si par malheur l'évêque voyait ça. De toute façon, c'est impossible qu'elle... I have to fix this. Ouais. And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that? It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire. What?
I can't see him.
Me neither.
Ouais.
What's he supposed to look like?
Je peux faire quoi d'autre?
Make him go. I want him to leave. Now.
Yes.
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Un château. Oh.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either.
Yeah.
There, that looks better.
Ah bon?
Better. I have to...
J'ai pas de tissu pour nettoyer.
We should leave.
I'm not done here yet. We stay.
Tu veux faire quoi?
I can't let anyone know what Waleran and Henry tried to do. I doubt anyone would even be surprised. What a fool I was. Has Bishop Waleran ever shown you the scripture?
He told me of it. What do you think?
Je n'imagine rien, je n'imagine rien. Tasse, table, oh.
It looks better now. We should get going.
C'est mieux, nous devons partir maintenant. Moi aussi j'aimerais bien.
The bishop will reprimand me if he finds out I let that man in. I know he will.
Ugh.
Ah, peut-être qu'on peut parler encore de ça.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell. I told you of heaven and hell once before. Do you remember?
Of course. The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death. I'm not afraid to die. Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of. The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell. Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
Est-ce que là je vais lui montrer le feu? Il a vu la tête
For
du
some,
diable.
hell is not that far away.
Mais il a pas la tête.
What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now! What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave. Go.
Ah là là. On s'est fait chourave. Bah, pas chourave, mais on s'est fait...
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Certains vont dire que...
I am not sure.
You must have seen it. Are you that blind? Bishop Waleran Bygod is building a castle, and he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now?
Ah, pas envie d'être trop de leur côté, mais c'est pas faux.
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiren.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
En soi... Mais après, faudrait qu'il le fasse vraiment, parce que là, c'est une parole en air. Après, si l'autre, il prend aussi ses terres juste pour faire son château, ce serait mieux de faire un accord avec eux que de faire un accord avec l'autre. Parce que j'ai pas confiance en l'autre. Je pense que je vais accepter votre accord.
I agree.
Ah! Did you hear, my husband?
Yes, you said he'd agree.
My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
Désabusés. Ils nous ont vaincus par ce lieu. On se pense que c'est une bonne chose.
No need. We said...
Francis and I wanted to help King Stephen to... I doubt these people share our motives.
Alors,
Good day.
bonsoir.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ha! It's only Bartholomew now. It's his 4th day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
4 jours qu'il mange pas. Ok. Oula.
Bartholomew,
J'ai pas trouvé de pain.
I am Brother Philip.
Sauriez-vous pardonner à quelqu'un qui vous fait du tort? Si vous avez fait du tort, c'est dire moi.
Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
I was asked to make you confess.
Stronger men tried that before you. Why should I confess to you?
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that.
Ok.
Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
you know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
Ok.
And a good day to you too, Father.
Oh papa, avec.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Ok. J'ai trop envie de faire ça. Pour évoquer Valérin, mentionne le château. Ah, vas-y. Un moine ne peut pas.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Shiring.
Merci. Ouais,
Of
c'est
the
fait.
former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, and all farmlands, pastures, forests, and quarries.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Shiring himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Avec une rhapsode, afin de ne pas être inquiet, s'inquiéter à propos de Robert considéré, on va dire, à question cathédrale.
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He told me that he wants to support you in financing timber and stone for your new cathedral. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
Merveilleux.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Je sais pas si...
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning, he was found dead in his cell.
Dans sa cellule, ok.
I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena.
Oui.
While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
Ok. Tant mieux.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help.
J'espère qu'il peut pas de tête. Il change pas de tête.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
On va semer le vent. Ça veut dire quoi, ça? Genre la roue tourne, quoi? Qu'il faut s'inquiéter. Vous avez été voir Bartholomew dans sa cellule, vous avez chevauché avec William et découvert le secret de Waleran. Le serviteur de l'évêque Waleran a eu des soupçons à votre rencontre. Oui. Vous avez conclu un accord avec Hamley sur leur propre terre. L'évêque Waleran pense que vous l'avez trahi. Ce qui est le cas, oui. En soi. Surtout que l'autre il a des soupçons, t'inquiète qu'il va dire qu'on est venu chez lui. On est dans la merde.
Is everyone ready? Yes, everyone will be there.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
Préférait être tout seul dans leur truc isolé ou quoi? Ouais, là il préférait ça.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
may I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Mhm.
You look here first. Imagine you're standing in the center of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all.
Effet de claire-voie illumine la nerf du haut. En taille, elle représente 2/3 de la partie supérieure. C'est plus petit que l'arcade et 2 fois la taille de la galerie. Ok.
On top are the clear story windows.
Oui.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
Cherchez la vue d'ensemble. C'est une vue frontale de l'église, c'est moins abstrait que le plan sol. C'est une vue. Ouais, ok. Le contour pour les fondations. C'est ici que commence la construction. Ok, en fait, ils font forme de croix.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors, and buttresses. Now for that, we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly.
Birds.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
Here, you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can reveal with so few lines.
Thank you, Father. The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
Well, can you afford to build it bigger?
I have trouble affording it at all. Percy Hamley would support us with timber and stone, but how do we pay the workers? But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
N'empêche, Francis, il a le bébé de lui dans ses bras et eux, ils le savent pas. Au moins 3000 livres, pessimiste. Je vais partir optimiste.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Oui, monsieur.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that coming out from above the entrance?
You recognize the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Je ne vais pas parler du plafond pour le moment. Vous ne pourrez jamais payer une voiture de pierre incurvée. Un simple plafond en bois pourrait la faire. Il fait soit 1,5 fois et 2 fois la hauteur de la nef. Une grande tour est plus impressionnante, mais plus chère aussi. Inutile de parler des fondations. Il faut creuser profond et c'est beaucoup de travail. Je préfère m'attarder sur les détails plus spectaculaires.
I can imagine.
De passage voûté au plafond arrondi, la moitié de la hauteur de la nef. Okay.
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
The Lord will be satisfied with a knave like this.
That is only for the Lord to know.
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
Attends, une fois diminuer la taille linéaire. Quelle hauteur souhaitez-vous? Ouais, dire quelle hauteur souhaitez-vous?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. What about the other drawings?
The walls of the nave are held by the aisles and buttresses bearing the pressure from the side.
Very interesting. What about the other drawings?
Oui, c'est bon, à peu près. Vu d'ensemble. Peut-être celui, on n'a pas tout vu.
Let me tell you more about the wall. The clear story makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look beautiful. Any further questions concerning the gallery?
No.
On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle.
I can see you have put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
C'est son rêve. Parce que je donne un sens à la vie donnée d'un homme, parce que ce sera beau, parce que j'ai déjà vu. Parce que ça donne sens à la vie d'un homme.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things. I'd rather see trees and animals.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God, and I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside? Statues?
Oh, that's enough, children. It's time you went out and played. Prior.
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Dire que c'est son fils sont au courant. On va l'examiner. Contrat. On a tous les trucs. Alors, contrat daté du 1er février 1136. Moi, film de Gwynedd, en représentation du prieuré de Kingsbridge, nomme par la présente Tom bâtisseur en tant que maître bâtisseur de la construction de la cathédrale de Kingsbridge. Le prieuré fournira 200 livres par an qui devront être intégralement utilisés pour les matériaux et les ouvriers. Le rythme de construction sera ajusté en fonction dans le respect des plans approuvés par le prieur. En échange pour son travail, Tom bâtisseur et sa famille recevront une maison privée, ainsi que le droit de partager tous les repas communs du prieuré. Ce contrat est sujet à modification en fonction des finances du prieuré, tout en offrant des perspectives de versement de sommes complémentaires visant à compenser le travail du maître du bâtisseur, signé Prieur Philippe de Gwynedd et Tom bâtisseur. Ça va être long, hein. 15 ans. Donc quel âge les enfants? Tom destine bien que l'observer de je sais comme ça, moi aussi. Ils ont mis tous les cheveux. Non, ils ont mis tous les cheveux. Je ne les aime pas. Ils m'écoutent toujours dessus comme si c'était un imbécile. Je ne veux pas leur parler en même temps ce jeu-là. Tom dit qu'il faut des années pour construire une cathédrale, mais une nuit suffit à la détruire. Et j'eus raison. Ah, c'est un peu... Alfred, ah bah Alfred il est là, pourquoi il était... On l'a pas vu tout à l'heure. Pourquoi il était si gentil tout d'un coup? Ça fait des semaines qu'il ne m'a pas tapé. Je lui fais peur. Non, c'est juste que j'ai compris qu'il était gentil. J'ai l'impression qu'elle commence à se plaire ici, malgré tout le bruit et les moines. On parle à sa mère.
Jack, do me a favor and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
Paul.
There he is! Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell. Make the prior proud.
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Where have I seen that woman before?
Il y a un truc, c'est obligé. Lui, il va foutre la merde avec sa mère, c'est obligé. C'est obligé. Mais je me dis que c'est la merde, hein.
Hey.
Elle a fait pour être hors
What are you doing?
I'm supervising. Tom asked me to. We see eye to eye now, you know. He asks me things and I can say yes or no.
Huh.
Hey, did you tell him that I had trouble with him? You bastard. I told you not to. I have to carve up some steaks later. If you want, you can help me. Or you can do whatever the hell it is you're doing all day. It's your call.
Ok. Je sais pas si j'aurais dû lui dire. Cherchons le moine Paul. Je sais pas c'est qui. Je le cherche. Ah, c'est peut-être lui là. Ah, c'est le vieux qui a les pieds gelés. On n'est plus en hiver. Il ressemble à un vieillard. Je pense qu'il est aussi vieux que la forêt. Un jour je serai comme lui. C'est pas faux.
Oh, good day, boy. If you see your mother,
tell her the pain's gotten worse. I think I might take her up on our offer now. Oh, don't you ever get as old as I am, boy. 'Tis not natural.
Ok. Bah tiens.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedios says, your mother is a saint.
Jusqu'au jour où elle donnera des plantes et elles ont des flèches.
Is that the bell? Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Peu s'il dit son père. Parce qu'ils savent pas que c'est pas son fils. Oh, voici la jeune fille Aliena.
Excuse me.
Aliena, ouais, Aliena.
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sherbug.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
Oh non. Dans son apparence. Ouais.
Shall we go after them?
Oui.
No. Now we know where we can find them.
Ha! Oh!
C'est des personnes libres, laissez tranquille. Putain, c'est mis aussi lui à dos.
My bishop, William Hamley, has returned.
Super.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Merde. Ça fait 2 minutes parce que vous avez choisi le paradis pour le cathédrale. Personne n'a découvert l'importance que c'est conspiration. Damal mais pourquoi veulent-elles parler à Philippe? L'évêque Valera a commencé à manigancer contre Kingsbridge. Vous avez terminé le livre 1. Ah, bravo à nous.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth, sowing the wind.
Qui sème le vent? Fin du livre 1. Ok, il faut vraiment qu'on va continuer. Mais je sais pas si ça fait continuer et continuer de vivre donc. Si.
My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. At least, I used to be, before my father was arrested for conspiring against the king. And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
5 semaines plus tôt, on va savoir qu'est-ce qui aurait passé. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé plutôt. Oh merde.
Where's the girl? She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out.
Here's the key. Now go get her. I'm starving.
Pars-toi. Ah mais vraiment, faut qu'elle se barre. Le lit. Il nous fait dormir ici, alors que Richard est enchaîné dans les écuries. Je préfère être dehors aussi près de Liam. Effectivement, moi aussi je pense que j'aurais pensé la même chose. Mes robes, mes beaux habits, tout a disparu. Regan a mal.
My lady, are you awake?
Elle les a fait retoucher.
William Hamley is back. He wants to see you.
Oh non.
Why am I fooling myself? There is nothing
May I
left.
enter?
Non, c'est Mathieu, c'est monsieur vers là-haut, vers là-bas. Je ne sais pas qui est le pire.
Please, you mustn't make
You may
him
come
wait.
in, Matthew.
Ah, il est pas marrant.
Dear God, did he hit you?
Oh merde.
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is
What's
about to see the
taking
king.
so long?
This is taking too long. Go get them.
Right.
Milady, I must ask you, do not provoke him. Not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
Ok.
Did you get the weapons?
Yes, I hid them up on the wall. Near the
Ok.
gate. Look for a red piece of cloth.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
Ok, ok. Mathieu a caché les armes près d'un bout de tissu rouge. Alors, c'est à savoir quand on va les prendre.
Finally. Just because I allowed you to sleep in my room doesn't mean you can make yourself cozy in there. Ugh, what's with your face? Your arrogance makes you ugly. Did you know that?
Moi, je vais rien dire, je lui parle pas.
Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to keep the lady and her brother hostage. Maybe you should consider letting us go.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly boar. A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud.
Wow.
Yes, I'll marry the Empress. But I will keep on fucking her.
Vos paroles ne me blessent pas.
Your words cannot hurt me.
Shut up!
I won't.
You have no say around here anymore.
I am still the daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Oh, how you must enjoy your revenge.
Je savais que
You're
si
just
je
getting what you
démarrais, elle allait dire
deserve.
le truc.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you?
Shut up. Shut up!
You are a sad man who knows nothing but cruelty. God shall punish you for this.
I am the cruel one. You renounced our wedding and made me the laughing stock of the entire Shire.
Stop, both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
All right, I shall do so gladly.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
You heard him. Go, now!
Super. J'ai envie de donner des claques. Oh, il a pas de tire-dent, lui. Oh merde, bah son frère il est tout seul dehors.
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Près de la grande porte, t'as dit moi.
Nothing. Maybe Matthew meant the other gate.
Ah. C'est ici que se stocke la nourriture, ok. J'espère qu'il y a un truc qui a pourri.
Oh! It smells horrible in here.
Il y a quelque chose à l'intérieur.
Oh! A dead chicken.
Ouais, c'est ce que je me dis, j'avais.
What a horrible smell.
Il a pourri.
Someone must have trapped it in here for fun.
Super.
What a waste.
Ça c'est sûr. Pour l'époque. Je crois que c'est là-dedans. Dans le tissu comme pourri. Elle se transforme en bouillie. Elle dégage une odeur.
I'm not putting my hand in there.
Ça c'est sûr.
Disgusting.
Moi je crois que l'odeur elle m'aurait fait sortir dehors. J'aurais vomi. Pot de farine.
Mealworms.
Des verres de farine. Wow. Des vieux oignons. Oh, je crois que
Not even worth trying. It's obvious these are inedible.
Effectivement. On n'a pas tout fait. Viande pourrie.
Oh!
Super. Mais si je prends ça...
Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here.
J'ai mis quand même donné ça à mon frère, il avait me pourri le porc.
These are all rotten.
Allez, hop. Des trucs là.
The storeroom is to your left, not down the yard.
Oui. Le pauvre. Lui aussi elle a tête. Elle plutôt. La pauvre.
Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me? Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain.
Tissu rouge. Rempli de boue malodorante.
Nothing in there but filthy water.
Le chien de garde de William, père employé de ce genre d'homme lui aussi, prêt à tuer au moindre signal de sa part.
Ali?
Idée, je vais pas les barrer. Quelle bande d'animaux, comment on peut faire une telle chose?
Richard.
Did they let you go? Have you sided with them?
Don't be ridiculous. I will never succumb to these beasts.
Beasts? That's a bit rude.
Have you seen my red scarf?
Is that all you worry about?
I think Matthew had it last. He said he lost it somewhere.
Then ask him. I'm busy trying to come up with a plan.
Bah moi aussi.
How are you managing?
I'd be managing a lot better if you gave me a sword.
Did he say something funny?
That boy with a sword. Look at his back. He can barely lift his own head. Teach a chicken to fight, might as well just step on it.
C'est pas faux.
I'll be back soon. Don't lose hope. Yeah.
Je sais pas si je peux lui donner pas.
Quick, put it away.
Oh, thank you so much.
Je sais pas ce que t'es mon frère. Hein. Mais bouffe pas devant l'autre, est-ce que je veux?
Hey, what's with the whispering?
What do I give William now?
La viande pourrie. Tant pis pour lui.
You do a lot for him. Tending to his horse, watching his prisoners. What do they pay you?
Why do you keep asking me that?
I might be able to pay you more.
Right.
Tell us. How much do you want?
Maybe I don't do this just for the money.
I don't believe you. What else should you gain from being cruel?
An apprentice. Unlike you, Percy Hamley likes the way I've been raising his son.
Ah. C'est lui qui l'a élevé. Eh ben. Ok.
You will go to hell for this.
I've been hearing that a lot lately.
It's true. People like you are bound to suffer eternal pain. It's what makes this world just.
Oh, I didn't know. Guess I'm just not one for deep thoughts like that.
Ouais. Faut pas lui parler à lui. Hein. Moi, je pense qu'il faut aller en pour.
You heard me. Stay where I can see you.
Putain. L'autre porte. Moi, j'ai comment l'autre porte?
Good girl.
C'est tout? Ça j'ai fait, ça j'ai fait. C'est notre maison avant, je me sens observée, c'était... Ah, je sais pas quoi faire.
Did you get what he asked for?
Yes.
Good. Don't waste his time then.
Aïe aïe aïe.
Matthew. He's all right. Now get some food, will you?
Excusez-moi, je n'ai trouvé que ça. Et pas d'autre pain.
Hey!
Merde, je vais pas faire ça.
You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty. Huh?
In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Oh merde. Oh. Mais j'ai pas d'arme.
Stupid boy. Almost as stupid as his sister. I'd rape you if I could.
Oh.
But you're not my kind of lass.
Ah merde, je lui ai coupé l'oreille.
What's with her? She dead?
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you want.
Damn! To hell with it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Super. Mathieu est mort. Ah. Mais j'ai pas trouvé son écharpe rouge. C'est marrant qu'il fasse ça à chaque fois. On a fini l'acte 1, on va passer à l'acte 2. C'est parti pour la partie 2. Oh merde. Son frère. Ça va, c'est que l'oreille. Y'a pire. Ouais, je pouvais pas y aller avant, je pense. C'est que après que j'aurais pris, je pense. Je vais aller chercher le... Il faut que j'arrive à me détacher. Je vais chercher l'arme. Et après on verra. Ça c'est déjà la faire un cheval. Faire un cheval abandonné. Il doit provenir des bêtes de William.
It's just out of reach.
Ok. Bouge, Richard, je t'en supplie. Il ne reste pas là immobile.
Richard! Richard! Wake up!
Alors, de ce que je vois, il y a un marteau. Il y a le cheval. Il y a ça. Il semble lourd, il semble lourd.
It's too high. I'm chained to a post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer.
Si seulement.
It's just out of reach.
Oui.
Come on, I need you to wake up.
Réveille-toi.
Hey!
Je n'avais pas d'autre solution.
Ali? Ali, my ear!
Tant pis pour lui.
How did you free yourself before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through.
Bizarre.
These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Yes. And very thin.
Yes. C'est pour ça.
How do you feel?
Hot.
The wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Calm down. You'll only make things worse.
Oh là là. Je veux dire, qu'est-ce qui t'a pris?
What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
C'était courageux, on va dire.
That was very brave of you.
I don't know.
It was. Father will be proud when you tell him.
Ah, je pense pas qu'ils vont le voir.
Richard, throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of something. Just give it to me.
Thanks, frérot. On va s'en sortir.
Don't give up. We will get out of here.
And what then?
We'll find Father. He'll know what to do.
I heard them say that he's with the king in Winchester.
Then that's where we'll go. You'll see. He'll make things right again.
Dieu merci, Richard est vivant. Encore heureux, hein. Ok.
No, there are no weapons here. And no sign of my red scarf.
Bon, je pensais qu'elle allait lui dire. C'est pas grave.
Richard.
Je vais l'encourager jusqu'au bout. Je laisse pas les bras. Hein.
Don't give up. We will get out of here.
I don't know.
Don't give up.
I don't.
Ok. Le marteau.
Shh. I'll open yours next.
Et après ils vont voler le cheval, je pense.
Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Yes. Good idea. But first we need the weapons Matthew hid for us. Try to stay sharp. If he wakes up, shout and run as fast as you can. Do you hear?
I will.
Ok. Je peux aller en haut. Chariot rien. Après, je vais pas aller voir le chien. Ça va peut-être réveiller l'autre.
I have to say, that battle was a bit short for
Oh
my
merde,
taste.
donc je suis pas allée direct. Hein. Heureusement. Heureusement, je suis montée. Les hommes de main de William. Étant issu d'une famille noble, ayant de grandes ambitions politiques, William Hemling dispose d'une véritable petite armée sous ses ordres, donc ça c'est... Enfin, à ses ordres. Il aime garder près de lui les trois hommes auxquels il fait le plus confiance. Walter, Hugues la hache et Gervas le vilain. Les deux derniers sont autant réputés pour leur violence que leur loyauté. La seule évocation de leur nom instille la peur dans le cœur de leurs ennemis. Walter était autrefois l'instructeur de William. Il lui a appris à chevaucher, à se battre alors que William n'était encore qu'un petit garçon. Désormais, Walter office en tant que garde du corps et bras droit. Je comprends pas comment il a fait pour aussi mal tourner.
The knights weren't prepared and the peasants scattered like chickens.
Mais je vais pas leur parler, non. Espèce de folle.
What I wouldn't do for a good
tissu rouge,
kill
là.
right then.
Ah, la hache, il a une hache en...
I found it. Matthew's piece of cloth.
Guess you'll have to wait.
Ouais. Tu veux que je fasse quoi? Ah, et c'est pas ça de l'épée. Ok. J'ai la dague, mais ok. C'est chaud de passer de nous. Si. C'est ici que nous stockons la nourriture. Donc, je vais voir s'il y a pas autre chose. La pauvre, ok. On va essayer. Hein. J'espère que je le réveille pas. Je croise les doigts.
Oh.
Did you just try to sneak up on me?
Oh, I...
And you freed yourself. You leave me no choice.
Oh merde. Mourir. J'aurais pas
No.
pu faire ça. Non. Mais je vais réessayer. Je savais pas qu'il y avait des trucs genre mauvaise idée, mauvaise fin quoi. Non, ils vont me faire tout recommencer. Déjà, faudrait que le jeu... Oui. Que se passe-t-il? Je pense qu'on va relancer, hein. Parce que je vois rien. Attendez, Alt F4. Hop, on reclique dessus sur le jeu. Ah, j'ai pas sauvegardé. Est-ce que ça se sauvegarde automatiquement? Normalement oui. Enfin, j'espère. Oui, ça sauvegarde automatiquement. Continue. Ok, il a ses armes, ainsi de suite. Mais faut trouver un truc pour calmer le cheval. Je me demande si... Ah bah, au pire, je recrève en une deuxième fois. Ça, c'est impossible, je le savais. Pourquoi traverser la cour? Normalement, je suis loin. Ils sont pas censés me voir. Abandonné, vide. Personne est dans les environs, pas de chevalier, personne ne peut nous aider.
There used to be all kinds of weapons here, along with Father's knights. Now there is nothing.
Je sais pas quoi faire. Il n'y a pas de... Soit à part si je les prends par derrière et voilà. Je vois pas comment je peux faire quelque chose là. J'ai pas de pierre.
Just can't shake it off.
Si, évidemment, mon cheval. Après, c'est vrai que si je me barre
Me
direct,
neither.
c'est pas impossible, genre. C'est vrai que j'ai pas été voir le cheval pour voir si j'arrive à le calmer.
What if we had some fun
Parce que pour moi, je les vois,
with the boy?
c'est bien écrit qu'ils sont loyaux envers le mec là. C'est... On est belle bête qui s'occupe avec soin, difficile à croire que son maître soit capable d'attention et de bonté. Enlever la sacoche.
Whoa, easy now.
What are you doing? The horse nearly woke the guard.
The knot is too tight.
Excuse-moi, je vais caresser d'abord.
Careful, he doesn't seem to like that.
Ah, je suis débile, pourquoi je leur fais tout sacoche. Ah, dans la sacoche, je dois avoir des trucs. Ouais, super. Bah, tiens.
Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat?
Vas-y, mange.
It's calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
To Winchester, of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. Now me.
Allez, vous pouvez le faire.
Oi! You there! Stop!
On va pas s'arrêter.
Come off!
Ah, mais c'est elle qui dirige le cheval. Ok. Oh merde, ils ont le temps de prendre des chevaux. Ah merde, je dois choisir où je dois aller. Je dois aller où encore? C'est guidé. Traverser la forêt.
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamley right at our heels. I forced the horse to go faster, hoping that my brother would not succumb to his wounds.
J'espère.
We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves.
Okay.
I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, traveling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter, and care.
Oh putain. Mais pourquoi là? Ok. Je ne sais que décider. Prendre le risque, la suivre pour soigner Richard. Ne pas lui faire confiance et continuer votre route. Moi, il faut quand même prendre le risque. Parce que sinon, lui... Oh, j'espère que c'est le bon truc. Au pire, je crois qu'ils vont nous faire recommencer là.
We followed her to the hut. It was further than she had led us to believe. There, I helped my brother off the horse and let the woman take the horse's reins. The hut was rather barren, with few furnishings. It was almost as cold as outside, and there was no sign of her husband. Richard dropped onto one of the creaky stools. The woman lit a fire, which came alive with a crackle and gave out a warming glow.
Okay.
I raised my voice and repeated more urgently that if we didn't act right now, Richard might die. At my words, the woman seemed to wake up from her absent-mindedness. She nodded towards the fire. There was a sound outside, but she distracted my attention by turning to Richard. She started to explain that to close a wound, one must gently press a hot piece of metal against the flesh. This will stop demons and bad smells from entering the body. The woman's eyes kept darting to the door, so I turned my head to see what it was she was looking. The moment after I'd turned my head, my own knife was pointing at my face. She'd noticed the dagger in my sleeve and had yanked it out before I knew what was happening. She apologized. It's a tough world, and it's eat or be eaten. There was another noise outside. He's here, she said.
Oh non, ah, la charité, ils connaissent pas la charité dans ce monde. Je veux battre, il y a son frère.
I swiftly grabbed a splintered board from the ground and pointed it at her in defense. Suddenly, I was grabbed from behind, and the next moment I landed hard on the floor. He examined us and our weapons and broke into laughter. He stepped closer to reach for Richard's sword, but his wife interrupted. We can't sell that. Everyone would know who that sword belonged to. The man grunted in agreement and turned to leave. Before she followed him, she dropped my dagger. Burn out your brother's wound with this, she said, and disappeared.
Yeah.
We heard the whinnying of William's horse and the stomping of hooves from outside. We stood frozen until Richard told me to go and have a look. As I did, the outlaws were long on their way, and our mount with them. The hut probably hadn't belonged to them in the first place, but at least it meant a roof over our heads for the night.
Ouais, pour la nuit. En fait, c'est pas une mauvaise chose, ça va pas être aussi cruel. Je me dis, de toute façon, au pire, ils sont barrés avec le cheval. Tant mieux si j'ai une hutte.
The fire was still burning. We had no other choice but to trust the word of the outlaw. The heated dagger trembled in my hands. Do it, Ali, I can take it. Richard tried to sound brave. A horrible hissing sound and the smell of burnt flesh filled the hut when the blade touched his ear. But it seemed to work. For a few hours, I guarded the door while Richard slept, but soon I fell asleep too.
Ça va, c'est à pied, c'est pas loin.
We walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between, but we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together, and we were sure that together we would find a way to escape this nightmare.
Ouais. En plus, ouais, ils sont faibles, ils ont été affamés depuis des jours, c'est normal qu'ils soient aussi faibles. Ok, on a sauvé les pots cassés. Ah, c'est bien, vous avez laissé Patrick à votre place. Vous avez réprimandé Richard pour avoir attaqué William. Vous avez réussi à vous échapper, nanana. Vous avez fait confiance à la femme sur la route et elle vous a volé. Vous avez cautérisé la blessure de Richard avant d'arriver à Winchester. Après, j'avais pas le choix, c'était soit ça, soit il crève, je sais pas. Ou alors on continue à aller jusqu'au château. Winchester plutôt.
We made it. They can't harm us anymore, can they? After all, there are laws in place to protect us here, right?
I think so, but we shouldn't risk finding out.
Then let's go.
Where are you going?
To our townhouse, of course.
À notre maison. Ils ont une maison ici à Winchester. Bon, je vais aller le voir avec lui. Notre maison, nous y venions régulièrement. Père s'occupait des serveurs et je m'occupais des visiteurs. L'évêque, le chansonnier et tous les barons de la cour. Il doit bien y avoir un qui se souvient de nous. Notre maison... Voilà, ok.
Ali, there's someone here. Maybe it's father.
Do you think so?
Well, they must have put him somewhere.
Ça doit être qui? Vraiment, je sais pas.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Moi aussi.
Come now, before anyone sees us here.
Moi aussi, j'ai une bad feeling par rapport à ça. La cour du roi. Demain, nous parlerons au roi et retournons vers. Il saura quoi faire. Ok. La cour du roi, genre c'est ici. Je pense que ça aurait été plus loin. Ok. Moi j'avais déjà la cathédrale, la porte est fermée. Ah, il y a une taverne, il y a une église. Je peux pas aller plus loin. Il y a une taverne, il y a une maison, il y a une auberge. Ah si je peux. Ah, il y a plein de trucs. Hôtel. Maison. Garde. Seconde porte sud. Soit déjà on va à l'église. Petite chapelle, je ne suis jamais venue ici auparavant. Père préférait aller à la cathédrale comme nous étions ici. Wow.
Father, may we come in?
I can hear someone.
Hello? We're lost and looking for shelter. They don't seem to want us here.
Super. Ouais, parce qu'on n'a pas de sous. On n'a aucun sou. Oh la merde. Oui, notre père.
It's so quiet. Shouldn't the monks be preparing evening mass soon? No one's answering.
Ok. C'est très calme par ici, peut-être parce que la cathédrale n'est pas loin.
The gates are closed for the night.
Ok. Hôtel de l'Harmonie. Il y a encore de la lumière. Ils craignent que les voleurs viennent dérober les pièces. Non. Ok. Peut-être que quelqu'un accepterait de nous aider ici. On va essayer, hein.
Ali, this is pointless.
There must be one kind soul in this town.
On espère.
What is it?
Oh, good evening. We're sorry to disturb you, but my brother and I have been through a lot and desperately need shelter for tonight.
Please.
Wait here.
Are you mad? Do not let them in. They're thieves.
What did I say?
Oh.
Ok. Je crois que la route est un truc.
There's a warm corner in the back. You can have a blanket, but there will be nothing to eat.
Is your wife all right with this?
It doesn't matter. The Lord struck her with a troubled mind. She will accept my decision.
On va refuser.
I'm sorry, but we'll have to decline.
What?
We don't want to trouble your wife.
Have a good night, then.
Why did you do that? That woman had nothing to fear from us.
It's also her house. If she doesn't want us, we'll have to keep looking.
Moi je dis.
I guess one kind soul isn't enough after all, huh?
On va se faire, je sais pas. Je sais pas, peut-être que j'ai pris une mauvaise décision, mais c'est pas grave, il y a d'autres maisons. On va demander, hein. Peut-être qu'on peut retoquer, on fait pas en avoir un trouvé.
Do you want to knock? Shall I? Hello! Can you offer us a place of shelter for the night?
Ali, don't beg.
We're in need and we've got nothing to offer. What else? We could work for you. If you help us, we will assist you with your business.
Now go away.
Okay.
Thank the Lord. I would never have worked for those lowlings.
Don't say that. We will need allies to find Father, and we won't get any if we just stand around and insult people.
Father would be ashamed.
Pas grave, l'auberge, elle semble fermée.
Innkeeper!
En fait, je voulais voir toutes les options.
We're looking for a place to stay. Is anyone there?
Let me. I am the son of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. Open up!
Why should they let us in? Father's not there, Earl.
Shh! Someone's coming to the door.
Yes? What is it? Anything wrong?
Well, there is. We are about to sleep on the street. So, please let us in.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we'll be going to bed now. Good night.
How dare they?
They're not bound to us, Richard. We need to find somewhere else.
Aïe 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 aïe. Cet endroit est apprécié les nobles de Shiring. Tout pas concernant les Hamlets. Je peux pas y aller dedans. Taverne. Désolé, elle est assez proche du château. Beaucoup de nobles doivent venir ici. Je pense que je vais remonter monsieur.
Good Lord. What happened to your ear, lad? Did your hook make a wrong turn this morning?
We were hoping we could stay for the night. We've traveled a long way, and we're exhausted.
Sorry. Rooms are all gone. King's in town. Everything's teeming with nobles. Come back next week when the big fish have jumped the pond. I might find a cozy little corner for you.
Ali, he was talking to me.
Well, then next time, say something.
Fine.
Oh.
The monks are calling for evening mass.
On va aller voir. Peut-être qu'on aura à manger aussi.
Hello?
Hush. It's almost peace hour. We're just about to start conclave. Oh, my. You look exhausted.
Yes.
Are you two on a pilgrimage? You look like you have quite a journey behind you.
No. We just need a place to stay for the night.
Oh, pity. Ah, well, God's palm is open for everyone, I suppose. Come inside.
Faut pas mentir, faut pas mentir. Au moins, on dérange personne. Voilà, cicatrice qu'il a sur l'oreille. Son frère, il le ramait même pas.
When I woke up that morning, I was alone. I hoped that Richard had risen early, maybe to go to the castle. I left to search for him right away.
Il est débile, mais non. Pas il est débile, mais il est imprudent. Pourquoi il va partir avec moi? Je ne les ai jamais vus auparavant, ça doit être ceux du Nous.
That old man had quite a bit of fight in him, I heard. They whipped him for days. And when it was over, he just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something. Makes you wish he was still on our side. What a shame.
Ok. C'est c'est le même que la dernière fois. Stephen de Voix n'est roi que depuis 1 an. Il a déjà pris tout ce que nous possédions. Si quelqu'un pouvait lui montrer la souffrance qu'il a causée.
I know them.
This is all such nonsense. Maud as queen. What was the old man thinking?
I believe he just got too comfortable with King Henry.
On our way here, we had to stay at an inn. They made us eat peasant food.
Gruel?
Not a pinch of meat.
Isn't there a law against that?
Well, they aren't allowed to eat our food, but they can make us eat theirs.
We had a fowl butchered and smoked before we left.
We'll do the same next time. This common food may help with work in the fields, but I heard it also makes you stupid.
Non mais si vous n'êtes pas content, c'est qu'il mange votre part, vous n'aurez mangé du tout.
You've got to admit, Henry was a decent monarch. Sneaky and harsh, but decent.
But would Maud have been the same, just because she's his daughter?
Well, ever since William the Conqueror, no ruler of the English was born as such. They all had to fight for their claim, and if Stephen is better than Maud, then so be it.
Bartholomew steered the wrong wave, and look where it brought him. You've got to stay adrift with the tide. That's what I always say.
Maybe it's time for shiring to get some new blood into Earl's Castle.
Maybe you're right.
I used to pour them wine. Those backstabbing creatures. They don't care about me, and I even less about them.
Nah, he's not fighting. He's giving up. Burned down to the stump he is.
Nah. Giving up looks different.
Not if you've lost it all. Heard he even sacrificed his own children. Thought he knew better than the king and paid for it. Can't make myself feel for a bugger like that.
They're talking about father.
C'est que moi je sais où il est son père.
No, not yet.
Oh.
I can't stand them talking about father like that.
Bon, on va rentrer. Ah, Richard, il est là. Il va préparer une telle vie. Effectivement.
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, God. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets?
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
I could have done this on my own.
Just like you could have run away on your own without telling me anything.
Shh, hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
I don't think that they care.
I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
That was sweet of you, but also very stupid. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see father now?
Yes.
Ah, si c'est possible quoi. Bah, suis-moi.
How could they put father in jail?
Ok, bon. Au revoir.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
I hope so too, but you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
You're here. You should take better care of yourself.
Ok.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on.
Peut-être qu'elle peut être utile, madame. J'ai été attachée dans un tel endroit. Comme un chien.
You're a good horse, and so calm. I can tell the king's men are far better caretakers than the Hamleys.
I'm fine, Ali.
Ok, si tu vas bien, tant mieux. Le garde l'a appelé Otto. Ça doit être le diminutif de odieux. Un être très repoussant.
Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here.
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
Who was that woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where does she get all her coin?
She took over his business, works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Super. Oh là là. Elle est où la madame? Je cherche.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
Nous ne sommes plus des nobles. Redescends de ton piédestal.
32, 33, 34. Are you sure this is right?
Don't patronize me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
Principalement des racines et des
See,
navets. Heureusement que
you've
notre
nothing to
hôte
worry about.
nous a donné
Your
du pain
business
hier
will be
soir.
in good hands.
Au revoir, tu
Let me
peux
see
me
yesterday's
retrouver.
list again.
All right.
Oh, we can't afford it.
Cash, bourse, tonneau, rien de vraiment utile.
13.
I could use a new
15,
pouch, but no. We just need to find out where to go.
On va compter pour elle.
22.
La fin, nous avons vu devant le... Ah,
28.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait maintenant?
Excuse me, mistress.
Oh, I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
The jailer refused to let us see our father unless we paid him. Could you offer us some work?
Do you even know what business I'm in?
Wool. This is a wool stall, isn't it?
And what do wool merchants do?
Sell wool?
No. Well, yes, in the end we do, but first we buy it from the peasants. The peasants bring the wool and the Flemish take it away. All I have to do is store and transport it and get the prices right. And that is cheaper if it's done alone.
With some minor help from me, that is.
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Sorry, but no.
Well, thank you for your time.
Wait. You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I'll give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
Ah, je l'ai compté. Attendez.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4,
9.
5, 6, 7, 8,
13.
9, 10,
14.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20.
21, 22. C'est tout, hein.
All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
Je vais compter à nouveau.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
8, 9,
9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
11,
20, 21, 22. Ouais, il y en a 22, c'est pas compté.
16.
Attends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I'm done.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
So?
Still 23.
Quoi? Il va où sur son troisième?
Please, count again.
Pour moi, c'est 22, hein.
Oh.
Alors j'ai mal compté.
This time it's 22.
Quoi 21? Attends. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 22. Voilà, c'est bon.
And now?
I'm not counting anymore, Ali. I'm certain it's 22.
Voilà, c'est bon. Alors, leur dire.
Let's tell them then.
Si, c'est pas 23.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
22. 22. 23, 24, 22.
All in all, there are 22 sacks of wool in there.
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
I'm right. We're 1 sack short.
The children miscounted.
It seems everyone miscounts apart from you. Here's your coin, girl. You confirm my own calculation, so I'm giving you more than what you asked for.
Merci. C'est gentil.
If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
It'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
I won't. Laine, tant de laine.
Hands off that cart. We just loaded it.
Examiner. Alors, la négoce de Meg. Laine est une ressource très demandée pour fabriquer des vêtements et son commerce peut être une entreprise fort lucrative. Les moutons sont des animaux assez faciles à élever et ils produisent en retour de la laine, du lait, de la viande et des parchemins à partir de leur peau. La plupart des bergers vivent dans les campagnes. Ils perdent du temps, de l'énergie et de l'argent quand ils doivent voyager jusqu'au marché situé en ville pour y vendre leurs marchandises. Les négociants comme Meg et son mari leur achètent donc la laine et se chargent de la transporter et de la vendre sur les marchés. Ils tirent leur bénéfice de leur capacité à bien négocier avec les bergers et les acheteurs. Quand son mari a été arrêté pour avoir triché sur le poids de la laine, Meg a repris les rênes de l'activité et tente maintenant de restaurer la réputation de son commerce. Ok. Ok.
Oh, we can't afford it.
Je sais. Ah, on se retrouve ici. Ok, bah c'est là-bas qu'il faut aller. C'est un penny cassé ça.
Here.
Well, that's 1 for you. It'll be 2 pence if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
I didn't expect that from you.
Why not?
Je pensais que vous étiez un homme juste.
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you.
Merci.
You can get in for free, of course.
Gratuitement? Donc il nous donne des pennies?
Have fun seeing your father.
Ok, merci. Merci du conseil, madame. Oh merde, oh waouh! J'avais pas vu que son père était aussi.
Who's there?
Bah le point. Oh mon dieu. Ah oui, bah lui il est mourant. Putain, j'aurais dû acheter un truc.
Is that
même plus.
Oh, Father, what have they done to you?
Wow.
It is you. And is that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
Ça fait combien de temps?
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
En même temps, on va dire qu'on va bien, vaut mieux qu'il parte.
We're fine, Father. Don't you worry.
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamley the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with
Il
you?
est sensible, monsieur. On va dire qu'il a été tué.
He was killed by the Hamleys.
No.
But they did us no harm.
Then what happened to your ear, Richard?
It's nothing but a mere scratch.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you, even if the other parents did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king, not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself.
Quel horrible puanteur. Un pot de fou. C'est pas de
Hurry, Ali!
Oui, c'est bon, je me sens la partiture.
Father needs water. Father needs water.
La moitié.
Thank you, children. When the Hamleys brought me here, I hid 50 peasants on a belt under my shirt. I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
La porte ouest.
What about after we get the money? What should we do?
Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will you will be lady-in-waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
Ça va pas se passer comme
What
ça.
about you?
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword.
Leur père fait peur, hein. Au revoir.
Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Helena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will take care of your brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Je le jure.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now, you need never come to this place again.
Il faut un adieu. Au moins, ils ont pu nous voir.
Don't say that.
You have promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins, pray for my soul. Now, go.
La musique est dangereuse, elle va voir, elle se porte.
Richard. Richard, we have to go. Guard! Open up. No. We've wasted too much time on this vile man already.
Ok.
Percy Hamley.
Bishop Waleran.
Ah, c'est là où on l'a vu la dernière fois. Ils sont partis en mode discretos.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course.
Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
C'est là qu'on avait joué. Philippe. Vous avez mis. Ah, c'est super réel. Document. Il y a encore pas de document. Récompense pour la restauration d'Aliena et de Richard de Shiring, enfant du traître Bartholomew of Shiring, qui a conspiré contre le trône d'Angleterre, recherché pour vol de cheval et possible trahison. fille mince, cheveux bruns bouclier, garçon chétif, cheveux bruns, oreilles mutilées. Livrez-les au shérif de Sheering pour trouver une récompense de 5 couronnes par tête. Ok.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleys, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know.
Ok. Il a dit qu'il était voir un prêtre. Je pense église. Ah, moine. Pour un groupe de moines. Ça, c'est des femmes. Avec l'autre. C'est le niveau de la mort.
There's no one here to talk to. Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims? How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be, St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be.
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for a priest our father met right here at the West Gate.
It was about 3 weeks ago.
Sorry, my children. We only just arrived here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be. Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already, Brother Bernardus? Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
Oui, c'est vrai qu'ils sont pas marrants. Chevalier. C'est qui? Ah, on est marché. Ah, on est recherché. Ok. Madame.
Ah, look at that handsome young man.
Good day, my ladies.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome. You can ride 2 of us, young lord, if you can pay.
Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the West Gate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him. That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first. All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn. The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love? How to fuck a man or a woman? You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours. But in a year, you'll look like me.
Vachement drôle. Super. Un pote a dépensé beaucoup d'argent dans une auberge appelée The Boat. Non, allez là-bas.
This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children, I didn't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the Boar, he's doing small chores around town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It was adorable, I tell you.
They're here!
Mais pourquoi ils sont passés par là? je clique partout par moi-même.
That's what you get when you work with half-wits. How am I supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the browns to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the Boar a lot?
The Boar? I used to work there. The Boar, the Lazy Mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only